It's not about us, and it's not about the BSA. Oh, it sort of is about the BSA.
Is he talking about something else?
He's talking about BSA. But it does also go to show what a simping bitch he is. He spent half the day, talking about Luxon is the worst thing to happen to this party, and everyone's going to act in New Zealand first. And he says the best thing for the right at the moment is to Party Māori, because they will never get into government with these guys because that's how bad they are. And anyway, he went to you can leave that up if you want because it's just audio. He went to the presser yesterday, and he asked a really important question. And the unfortunate thing is he was crowing this morning about the answer. And for him, the answer's kind of blown up in his face a little bit. Let's just have a listen to it. It's 90 seconds, don't stress, about him asking this question of Luxon about the BSA.
All right, so one of the reasons I went down to the press conference yesterday is...
Oh, sheesh. Oh, gosh. Oh, geez. I was going to say she should learn professional broadcasting or webcasting, Spider-Man. You don't eat on here. Sorry, just putting that there.
All right, so one of the...
While I take a drink, because we're not professional.
The reasons I went down to the press conference yesterday was to ask the Prime Minister about, a very simple question I had for him. Well, let's run it. Let's run this exchange. Came about 20 minutes into the press conference. Have a listen.
What is a broadcaster?
What is a broadcaster? That was his question. What is a broadcaster? Luxon answered him.
Well, you've obviously right in the middle of this one, because the issue is I think the situation raises some pretty good questions, and I've got a lot of sympathy about it being overreach and
it's about word salad, how lots of words, nothing said, but we'll let him go.
Impingement on free speech. So I think the issue for us is let's actually see where Goldsmith gets to with a review of it all. Let's see where he gets to, because I know he wants to think about it a little bit, but I just say to you that we know that regulation in this area is incredibly difficult. If you're seriously going to tell me you're going to go off and regulate and legislate for every social media piece.
Hey, this is a family show as well. Don't show the nussy. It's not appropriate this time of night.
And online, we know it's a difficult environment, as we saw with the Fair Digital Bargaining Bill and other things. So I just say to you, I think I've got some sympathy. It's a bit of an overreach.
Is there any point in even having a BSA anymore?
I don't know. Those are things that Goldsmith can look at. But I think, our view is that there is a role for it to play. But, whether it's going outside its terms, that's something that he'll look at. I think it actually, there is a risk that it is overreaching and impinging on free speech. And so, let's see what Goldsmith gets to on it. He'll have a good look at it. But I'm just highlighting that I've got some sympathy for it. I think it's difficult, and let's see where they get to.
Well, I'm going to say this to Chris Luxon this morning. Thank you.
Aww.
Thank you for your sympathy.
Oh.
I appreciate that you understand the position that I am.
You know that meme that you played of me last night? That'd be appropriate now. This is about the right thing.
And other webcasters are going to be put in if this is allowed to stand. So I called that a significant development yesterday. Of course, now that I'm not getting it in the nuts, mainstream media will probably ignore this story going forward. But here's why that was significant.
It was all about you, Sean.
We have David Seymour, Winston Peters, and now the Prime Minister, Chris Luxon, saying they're concerned about what the BSA is doing. That is all leaders of all parties in the government. That tells me that I've got the wind at my back at the moment, and free speech has the wind at its back.
On Twitter, I then played, of course, Curb Your Enthusiasm theme, because this came out at lunchtime. Minister hints at online radio stations being subject to the broadcasting laws. The media minister believes unregulated operators like Sean Plunket's The Platform and Reality Check Radio should be subject to the rules terrestrial radio stations are. Online radio stations and video news shows could soon be regulated in the same way as terrestrial broadcasters currently are. Now, again, make it very clear. That's it for tonight, partner. Don't panic. We're not going to a massive thing about this. I'm not necessarily saying what the BSA is looking at is going to go one way or the other. Neither do I necessarily support one way or the other. What we are enjoying is the hypocrisy, the snowflakedness, the meltdown, and the embarrassment that's happening to Ms. Plunket.